For this piece, on how to talk about the study of stuff, think if your words are used by the people you are talking with. That is, for this video on explaining chemistry, consider if your vocabulary is familiar to your audience. I just said the same thing twice with different words. The first sentence draws words from the top 100 used in the English language. The second sentence uses words like chemistry or vocabulary that are less common. If I was speaking to an audience that didn't know the word chemistry, and they politely asked me what I meant, I'd probably use most of my time explaining general chemistry rather than the specific idea I hope to share. Therefore, if you, especially as a chemistry ambassador, want to share new ideas with non-scientists, it's very important to use words that your audience uses commonly. We like to call this speaking simply. For example, imagine you're talking about a new material, a plastic, and you refer to it as a polymer. Someone in the audience politely asks what you mean by polymer. You say, a chain of molecules. But this prompts someone else to ask what that means. You say, atoms, little bits of stuff, connected to each other into a shape, kind of like a bead in a necklace. The bead is a molecule, the necklace is a polymer. Notice how many words are packaged into polymer. The word polymer is an example of jargon, single words used by experts that are concepts in short form. Jargon allows experts to talk faster between themselves, but can create phrases that are meaningless to outsiders. It's as though the experts speak in a dialect known only to them. Dialects can introduce a communication barrier. Now, this might be useful if you're a teenager talking with your parents, but if you're presenting and want to be understood, it's better to use words that you're confident your audience knows. It might add extra words to your talk, but more of the meaning will come through. Of course, when you're sharing a new concept with non-experts, you'll have to introduce some new words. Patiently define only the words you absolutely need to communicate in the time allowed, making sure your audience is with you before you proceed. For example, if you're talking about making a plastic, focus on the meaning of molecules and bonds and reactions so you can build up to the concept of a polymer. If you're talking about applications, however, just call the material a plastic and save time to build up the concept of, say, conductive or hydrophobic, depending on the context. How do you know what words to use? Ask the person organizing the talk. Read or watch media that audience is often exposed to. For science, is it school textbooks, mass media, niche magazines like Scientific American, or perhaps you're talking to scientists, but they read different journals than you do. Learn about who you are talking with so both of you come away understanding a little more and move ideas forward. Oh, and by the way, this last sentence also uses words from the top 100 most common in the English language. So do all the titles of this video series. How do I know? Well, check out this website for a text editor inspired by a clever piece of science communication known as Upgoer 5, created by Randall Munroe. See if you can explain your science using the list of the top 100 most commonly used English words. That list is so short, it doesn't even contain the word thousand. Oh, and also, check out Speak Simply About Your Job at www.acs.org/chemistryambassadors.